So last time we ended with an example, the circle, okay, parameterized by two types of parameterization, no? The first one was r is equal to, I think, ti plus square root of 1. This is the unit, we're talking about the unit circle. Okay, so 1 minus t squared, j, no? Okay? So this parameterization. And the other parameterization is r, okay, to emphasize, this is r of t. And the other one is r of t. And this is cosine ti plus sine t j. So these are both parameterization of the same path. Okay? So we're talking about this path is this circle, the unit circle. Okay? Well, in general, this is a circle of radius r. Ato na ning himuong r squared dira, and then this is r cosine and r sine. No? To generalize this. Now, what's the difference with this parameterization? Well, this one, it depends. If we want to start at t equals 0, this parameterization, r of 0 is, well, this is 0 and this is r, right? rj. Where is rj? 0i and rj. Nadiri, right? This one, this point right here. So, diri siya nag-start if we start at 0. But we can start at negative time, negative t. Okay? And then we increase that one. As we increase this one, we're moving this through this curve right here in a clockwise manner. But this one, as we can see, r of 0, where is r of 0? R of 0 is, when t equals 0, this is, cosine of 0 is 1. So this is ri plus, sine of 0 is 0, so ri. So meaning, if this one starts at 0r, this one starts at r 0. Tama? And as we increase time, notice that it will travel through this. So this one is a counterclockwise flow, while this one is a clockwise flow. So na ano ninyo? But they are tracing the same route, the same road. So this is the, kumbaga pa, the why parameterization is important, because we can describe the same algebraic curve, the same curve, but then we can trace that curve in many ways. Okay? And yeah, we can trace that curve in many ways. And in fact, there's a difference on the, for example, we want to know the speed of this curve right here, or this one. So what is the speed? Well, the speed is just the magnitude of the velocity. So the speed of this curve right here is just dr over dt. The magnitude of that. Let's take dr over dt first, because this is the velocity vector. So dr over dt, so this is I plus unsa ni siya? R squared, that is 1 half. I think this becomes minus t over square root of 1 r squared minus t squared, diba? J hat. So tanawa, at t equals 0, dr over dt is I. Dire. Asa ba ni siya nagsugod, di ba, dire? Well, at t equals 0, it's pointing I, so it's unit vector, padulong siya dito, tama? That's the velocity. At t equals 0. Okay, how about this one? What's the velocity? dr over dt is, this is minus r sine ti plus r cosine t j. And at t equals 0, this is, no, notice at t equals 0, this is 1. It's just at t, v, this is v, right? So v at 0 is rj, meaning it's purely up. It's actually tangent to that. Ano ninyo? Okay? Now, this velocity changes as we move, as we increase our time. Now, there's some sort of problem in this parameterization right here. That's why this is a better parameterization than this one. Kung tanawin ninyo, we increase t and increase t. The problem is we have to, our t here, if we're not, our t right here is between minus r to r. We have a limited dial. But notice that this one, parameterization, our parameterization now, t, in t, goes from negative infinity to positive infinity. And in fact, it's just that we can just increase and increase and increase without worrying about the function being indeterminate. While this one right here, finally, kumabot na siya diri, tanawa, t hantod, what is the, when the particle is right here, this is equivalent when t is equal to r, right? The thing is we could not increase t any longer because we have reached the maximum, r. Tama? So, balik na punta. Okay, and so on. So, this one is a much better parameterization. Okay? So, now let's look at the speeds of this one. What is the speed? The speed is the magnitude of the velocity. So, what is the magnitude of a vector? Okay, again, let just say, the magnitude of the, if A is given by AXI plus AYJ plus AZK, then the magnitude of A equals AX squared plus AY squared plus AZ squared square root. Okay? That's the magnitude of A. Now, if we have only two dimensions, then kanira siya, no? AZ squared. Up to diha lang. So, what's the magnitude? What's the speed? The speed is the magnitude of the velocity. So, we can call this as our S, the speed. So, S of t now is just the magnitude of dr over dt. And this is, well, that is 1. That's 1 squared plus this is t squared over r squared minus t squared square root. Okay? And our speed, meaning our speed is dependent on time. It changes. In fact, that's why it changes because it's constant in the x direction. Tanawa. In the x direction, in the x direction, the velocity doesn't depend with time. Diba? So meaning, this is a motion that is constant along x. The x component of the velocity, remember katong gi-plot na ako last time, diba? One of the component, there is a constant in x. Okay? So this is this moves such that it is constant in x, but non-constant in y. Okay? Mo niyang velocity. And so is the speed is dependent in time. But how about the speed of this one? So S of t in this one of this is again square root. So that is r squared sine squared t plus r squared cosine squared t square root. And this is just equal to r squared. Now, the second one, its speed doesn't depend with time, right? S of t is not actually a function of t. T did not appear in this form. Diba? So meaning, this parameterization here is a constant speed parameterization. As it traverses through the curve, this one is traveling at a constant, okay? At a constant speed. Not constant velocity because it's changing. So its velocity depends with time. Nakuha? Its velocity depends with time. Because the direction is dependent on time. Well, ano mo na siya? Well, at this point here, velocity is going that way, right? That's why it depends with time. But then, the magnitude of that velocity, if you're carrying a speedometer right here, your speedometer doesn't change. Sabtan ninyo? Your speedometer, your speed is maintained at a constant, and that is actually r squared. Why is it a constant? Because it doesn't, it doesn't, di ba? S of t equals r squared. That means that, sorry, it's just r, no? Okay, it's just r. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, kuwan man siya. So, it's r. S of t is r. Okay? So, nakita niyo yung difference sa ano niya? The same path, different dynamics. Okay, the same path, different dynamics. So, why is it important? Because in physics, we will arrive at a parameterized equation. Because we are particular with the dynamics. But from that, baliktad actually sa physics. We start with a parameterized, our differential equation would, the differential equation, the solution for that is a parameterized equation. X, t of t, y of t, z of t. And from that, we can actually find but we don't need to, although you can find now the equation, the algebraic equation of the curve that it traces. Nasabtan ninyo? Okay, so, klaro? Okay, sa yun di ba? Okay. So, any question? Give me an interesting question. Kahit nato kinsa makapangutana og ano. I like students who can ask really interesting questions. Gidaw before we proceed with our next topic. Hey guys, I'm the mental health physicist. Thank you for watching my lecture videos. So let us pause for a moment to watch my music video of an original song I wrote, I composed, I arranged, and produced. I even directed the music video. And I'd like to promote this song. This song actually won as the National Grand Champion for the 2023 Music Quest Songwriting Competition, which was awarded in the Manila Hotel this last December 2023. So here goes the music video. Enjoy.
Those times I've looked into your lips, always love to touch your smile. All the times I've stared into your face, I am dazzled by your eyes. In your smile, the rays of light, and ray just flows through your eyes. I smile for you, I feel through you, the joy in me, this ecstasy, for thoughts of you, for love that's you, delightfully, so gracefully. But this love is not about your smile, not about your lovely eyes, not about your tender ways, nor how you move with grace, not about someone you are, not the one that you are not, though I have liked you for those I have loved you for you, and you alone.
In your smile the days are brighter, in your eyes the nights delight, in your hands the breeze is softer, in your touch a loving night, in your smile where flowers hide.
never be the same. I can see forever clearly through your eyes. Not about your lips, not about your smile, not about your eyes for now and life.
Not of who you are, not of who you're not.
Like you very much, about something you do,
Not something you know.
not someone like you, but you. No, I liked you for those. I loved you for you. You alone.
So that's it. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that song. I have more original songs, and maybe in my later lecture videos, I'll be promoting them. So watch out. So if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel. And there are a lot more lecture videos, not just in physics, but also in mathematics and statistics, and even engineering mechanics and engineering sciences. So stay tuned. So now, what we have been doing so far is pure mathematics, no? R of T, the mathematics of, kumbaga pa, wala physics dito. Okay, all of it is mathematics. Meaning, dili ba physics ng velocity, speed, sir? Well, it's physics, pero velocity and speed can be replaced by other types of changes. These are just rates, di ba? Rates. You can even have that rate as volume, speed, also ba? It's just rates. So this is the so far we have been discussing is the mathematics. Now we get into the physics of this one. Okay? And the thing is, as I've said, our target is to obtain R of T, which is X of T I plus Y of T J plus Z of T K. Okay? And that means that physics will give us these functions. R of T is what we call the trajectory. Well, these are parts of the trajectory, no? These are elements of the trajectory. Trajectory is the when and where. The question now is that how do we obtain this X, Y, and Z of T? Okay? So this is now where physics will enter into the story. Because mathematics is not enough without a working principle, a philosophy of nature, a natural philosophy. In fact, science was first called natural philosophy. So we need to have a philosophy, a principle, a working principle that will allow us to go beyond the equation. So an observation, a principle of the physical reality. Okay, and not only those equations, because those equations will be useless without this principle. And this principle now is what we call Newton's laws of motion. The Newton's laws of motion, and this is the the Newton's laws of motion is a breakthrough in our intellectual evolution as inhabitants of this universe. Sa una, when we started, we just survival ta, diba? And then we started to build homes and tribes and everything in civilization. And for tanawa ni, di ba exponential ang growth? And why is it that exponential ang growth sa atong society in terms of not in terms of population, but in terms of technology, in terms of convenience, in terms of modernity? For many years, for thousands of years, we didn't even have a rice cooker, right? dugay kayo, no? From the invention of the wheel unto the invention of the steam engine, it took pila more than 1,000 years or maybe 2,000 years. I'm not so sure. So it was very slow, and then there was a point that things suddenly accelerated. And why was that? Why do you think was the reason? And well, you will say that industrial revolution. But again, industrial revolution, yeah, it's the invention of the steam engine. But then, industrial revolution it made factories possible. But how did we come from industrial revolution to the current, what we call now, digital age? We could not have digital age. Well, it's possible that we can construct an engine without even knowing about this. But that won't lead us to our technology today. Okay? We have, because in order to have this modernity, what we need is the power to harness electricity. The power to know that electricity flows even though we don't, because electricity, yeah, although we can feel electricity, but even radiation, we don't have a sense, ana, di ba? Wala tayo senses on that. We can only, kumbaga pa, without the working principle, we can only make use of the things nga natay direct perception. Things that has something to do with temperature or whatever. Say, ano. Okay, balik ta dire. So, yeah, Newton's laws, because Newton's law is actually the catalyst. Okay, because of Newton's laws, we were able to uncover the laws of thermodynamics, the laws of electricity and magnetism, all of classical physics. When we say classical physics, this is the physics before the quantum era and relativity era, before Einstein, before Max Planck. Okay, so mao ni ang kuan. So Newton's laws was at the working principle. So Newton's laws was the first time that humanity was able to encode into mathematics. We not only philosophy, because before there was a physics before Newton, Aristotelian physics, right? And of course, this is already physics, pero that is not exact. They use the basic constituents of matter daw is earth, air, water, and fire. Diba? Di ba nagikan? Earth, air, water, and fire. And things flow. They have all of these speculations. And they have this notion of change. But this notion of change was, kumbaga pa, yeah, they know that things changes. And Newton discovered, maybe not discovered, hindi mo siguro this, well, is this a discovery or an invention? What do you think? Is the Newton's laws a discovery or an invention? Discovery. Why is it a discovery? So meaning that when you say discovery, manggod, this is already true, but then we just discovered it. But when you say invented, we actually we made something true that was not non-existent, or something we added ana. So you think it's a discovery? Is mathematics discovery or invention? Discovery. Why is it a discovery? Okay, the truth is, well, whether you like it or not, well, this is actually both a discovery and an invention. Well, it's more on an invention. Mathematics is an invention. Sir, nature works in mathematics. Yes, na logic sa nature. Na logos. In the Greek philosophers, they call that as the logos. But the way we channel, sabay tawag channel to those, the way we understand this is part of our language. Before mathematics was invented, we had first to learn how to, we had first to have language. So, ang atong language is based sa ato ang unsay perception diri. And the way we see things, in our logic, in our experience, naa na siya. So, this is the way we see mathematics. Now, if there are beings out there, will they have the same mathematics? And I don't think that their mathematics and our mathematics would agree, but they may have a different, totally alien to us. But we will be describing the same thing. Okay? So, is mathematics an invention? I would rather call it an invention. But what is really true, what is really, kumbaga pa, what is really a discovery is that there is that truth. There is a logic of things. There is this, kumbaga pa, nature is not magical. Na, ano ninyo? Things are not magical. When we say things are magical, there are laws. There are laws in nature. There's order. There is what we call causality. This causality is what we call a discovery. We have discovered the chain of that nature, whatever it is that happening, we can have a link of causation, cause and effect. Okay, but the way we look into that one, gina-translate natin na siya sa atong experience, sa atong mind, sa atong anak. So the way we see mathematics, analysis, geometry, well, sir, wala ba'y triangle sa ubang? Well, they will also see a triangle. They will also see a square, quadrilateral. And the same thing, the 3 points makes a triangle. 3 points could not make a square. They will know that. But maybe, I don't know, depende sa ilang language. So language is actually the ultimate edge nato. Makakuha na ka-realize, language is the ultimate edge. That's why we are able to grow. We are animals, right? Diba? Tawagon magay kang animal ka. So, animals na, tama? So, we are animals. But what set us apart from animals is our ability to, we invented language. Our minds, this one is the capability to have language. So, and through this language, we have this notion of, kanina dayon, tanan. Okay? So that's just, the Newton's laws is Newton's way of, the way he formulated things. This is his invention. Well, sir, so kung invention, that means that F may not be equal to MA. I'm not saying that F is not equal. Well, F is still equal to MA, but it might be, it's actually a framing. Newton is framing the universe in terms of forces. But there's another formulation of mechanics, in fact, in the higher mechanics, where things are formulated not in terms of forces, but in terms of energy. In fact, in quantum mechanics, in atomic physics, there is no longer the notion of force. As a Newton, it will be energy, momentum, position. So this Newton's laws is his way of looking at that. Okay, so there are 3 laws of Newton: 1, 2, and 3. And I'm sure that you memorize them. What's the first law? The law of inertia. The law of acceleration and the law of interaction. But let's understand this one. Because these 3 laws is dali lang kasi memorization, but these 3 laws has changed civilization. Okay? It gave us the digital world, it gave us AI. I'm not saying that AI is based on F equals MA, but it was the start that we were able to grasp the workings of nature. We were able to use mathematics, and once we have used mathematics in order to describe nature, we can now go into katong mga things that dili makaya sa atong senses, just like radiation. We don't have senses for radiation, right? Or whatever is that. we did not have senses for a lot of things, even in the atomic level. But because of mathematics, we were able to probe into those one. And actually, many of the discovery of the gravitational waves of the Higgs boson, before these were discovered, they were predicted by equations. Okay? It's called the Higgs boson because it was predicted by Peter Higgs. Okay? Gravitational radiation was predicted from Einstein's general theory of relativity. Black holes, before we even conceive of them, Einstein saw them in his equations. So we were able to go in grabbing a power na siya. It's actually power. And that's why I've said knowing this is power. Because we would know we would know with certainty the laws of nature. Okay? So these three laws have changed humanity. Okay? Although the current laws that governs that camera or whatever is far from this one, but it started with this. Okay? So, not actually far, but somehow it's somehow detached to it. So the first law is the law of what happens when things are in equilibrium. So we can think of this as summation of forces equals 0. It says that an object at rest will remain at rest, or an object already with velocity, constant velocity, will remain in that state unless that there is a non-zero external force. This is things in equilibrium. There are two types of equilibrium from that law. Static equilibrium and dynamic equilibrium. This table is in static equilibrium. When you're moving at constant velocity with the car, and you would say that so long as walay batse, walay ana, it's like you can even walk without ano, diba? Just like at rest. That is dynamic equilibrium, moving at constant velocity. So when we say constant velocity, that would be constant speed and constant direction. You could not have a constant velocity but changing direction. Well, you can have a non-constant velocity but constant speed. Like katong ganiya sa circle, right? It is traveling at a constant speed, but then the velocity depends with time because it changes direction from time to time, right? Katong sa cosine. So, nakuha ninyo? So, there, it's dynamic equilibrium. Now, when things are in equilibrium, it doesn't mean that there is no force acting on it. That camera right there has a lot of forces, billions of trillions of forces acting on that. Electromagnetic force, the weight of the whatever. But it is in static equilibrium because all of the forces acting on that one is cancelled out. Because the force is a vector. No? Gaana sila dito. Okay? Now, number 2 is second law is what happens when things are not in equilibrium. So it says that the system will accelerate such that F equals ma, the net force. When there is this summation of forces is the net force. This net force now, the direction of net force, recall that, tanawa, from here A is just equal to F net over M. This is a scalar multiplication, right? A vector times the scalar. What is the scalar? 1 over M. And what do you do with, what happens with scalar multiplication? It doesn't change the direction. Well, it could oppose, it could be reversed, but depending on the constant. But M is positive. So meaning the direction of the net force is the direction of the acceleration. The acceleration is the evidence that there is a what we call unbalanced force. Okay? Now, the third law is the law of interaction. This is actually, the law of interaction is how to keep things in equilibrium. Actually, dili siya how to keep things in equilibrium. But it's more appropriately is, what is the effect of the universe's habit to equilibrate? Nakuha ninyo ang kuan? What is the effect? The universe has this habit to equilibrate, to balance things. universe is not about good or bad. It's about balance. I'm not saying it's not about good or bad. It doesn't know whether it's good or it's bad. It only knows balance. So the universe is actually has this, kumbaga pa, it has this habit that to equilibrate things. So when you apply something, in order to keep things in equilibrium, it has to equate that. That's why this is when it is stated as force, for every applied force, there's an equal but opposite in direction. That's the third law. But this is actually saying that the universe has a habit to equilibrium, about balance, returning whatever, unsay ano ninyo. Okay? What's the term for that sa ato? That balance. Sometimes, we know this from the very beginning. Before Newton, we suspected this. But this did not came from, it came as not in the field of science, but it disguised as superstition. The concept of karma. Balance, di ba? So sa una pa, natay notion that this universe is about balance. And indeed, the universe is about that. It's keeping the equation. It's faithful. It's always faithful to the equations. You cannot violate these laws. Okay? So, since the universe likes balance, in order to keep things in balance, it will return whatever you give it. The system. The system has to. Otherwise, things becomes unbalanced. That's why you fall to the ground when simba ko, pero dili niya kakaya, we fall to the ground because it can no longer equate the weight. Muna mo collapse, di ba? So, this table has to equate whatever weight nga imong ibutang dira. What happens if that weight is more than the table can give? It will collapse, and that is unbalanced. Well, that collapse is still to keep things in balance if you are considering now a larger system. At first, manggod, is just the table and what's in it. Now, when it falls, for the equation, naana siya mas ano. Okay? So, that's what these three laws. And these three laws, it cause us to, kumbaga pa, to build these structures, skyscrapers. Unsay nakakaroon. Instead of building pyramids, you know why the pyramids was built? Nga pyramid siya? Why the first structures were pyramids? It's because kung wala kay physics, wala kay calculation, unsa may sure ka nga ano? Unsa may para sure ka nga di gid mo collapse. Di ba pyramid? Because so that's why they had to build it using pyramid. But if they knew these equations, they could have built, if they knew exactly. Right now, di ba, you can architects can have design unsay gusto nila because you can calculate the strength of materials. You know that. Okay? And dili na to kailangan mag-build og pyramids. Mingon man gud naman goy uban nga mas nindot daw tong sa una daw kay the pyramids has stood for 1,000 of years. Karon ang mga buildings will only stand for tens of maybe 100 years. But then who would need the building today that would stand for 1,000 years? Maybe you're rich enough, you build the building, pero imong gipamanahan, di na gusto ato. Sa man design ni Lola oy, jologs man kayo. Diba? So, you don't need that. You only need that for a certain purpose. So, now, the pyramids could stand earthquakes, nga kusog kaayo. Yes. But, do we need buildings that can stand earthquakes of maybe magnitude 10? One question. Do we need that? Now, how frequent is a magnitude 10 earthquake occurring? I don't know if there's a recorded magnitude 10. There's a recorded magnitude 9, but it happens one in every pilato. So it's not just practical. We know how to build buildings that can stand up to pila gusto nato nga magnitude. It can, but then that would be very expensive. And for example, if you're in Palawan, there's no earthquake in Palawan. I think, if I'm correct, murag na ako na dira. Kaya walay fault line. No? So, just small quakes lang daw. So, would you build building that will stand for magnitude 8? Pwede, di ba? But then, would you need that? It doesn't happen there. Maybe an earthquake there that would be of magnitude 8 is one in every, I don't know, 5,000 years. So you don't need that, diba? So we need efficiency. So because of this, the world becomes more efficient, and this allowed economics to grow. Efficient. We don't need a lot of materials. And sa unang, anong naimong possible ang pyramids? Slavery. Okay? Right now, dili makaya. Okay? Mahal kayo, pero dili nato kaya buhaton. But of course, economically, it doesn't serve any purpose, right? So, this is, muna siya ang kuan karon. The way that this has changed things. Okay? Now, this is a deterministic set of laws. Meaning, in order, okay, how do we connect this one dito? Okay, muna na ito ang kuan karon. Okay, as I've said, the Newton's laws will allow us to get to this one right here, to the trajectory. But then, where is trajectory here? Do we see a trajectory in this equation? Because as I've said, we need a law that will allow us to get this. But then, we don't have it here. But actually, we do. Okay? This equation right here, MA, is MD square, DB, MA of T is MD squared R over DT squared. In fact, this is a differential equation. So, that would mean, or actually, A of T is D squared R over DT squared. Given A of T, what is it that when we differentiated twice, gives us that function? So, it's now reversed. In your differential calculus, you're given a function, R of T, and find the second derivative. Here, we have an opposite. We are given, we are told that this is a second derivative of some function. And we want now to get into that function. This is why Newton had to invent the calculus. Okay? Newton, independently with Leibniz, invented the calculus. Because he could not really solve it by just the mathematics in his time. He had to invent new mathematics. So, yeah, we're able to use that mathematics in order to predict things. And that's power. Oh, balik na ta diri karon. Okay? And for example, we are now going to, okay, to find this given by this. By first is, it depends now on this net force. So our first encounter with this one is constant forces. A particle that experiences a constant force. So a particle of mass m experiencing a constant force will accelerate also constantly, right? This means that our F equals ma, and since F is constant, that would imply that A must be equal to some constant. Let's just call it A naught, to emphasize that this is a constant. Okay? Now, what is our equation? Our equation now is this one, A naught equals D squared R over dt squared. Or before this, it's much better if we just use dv over dt. Now, we are at a twice differentiated function. Every differentiation, you're losing an information. What is the information that you lose when you are differentiating? What is the information that you lose when you're differentiating? Because it creates a problem. The slope, no, the slope is the information that you arrive at by differentiating something. It's not the slope. The tangent line is what you're getting at, the slope of the tangent line when you're differentiating. Okay, Monisha, no, you have to understand more than just knowing how to solve. You're differentiating. What is the information that you lose? The constant. Why the constant? The derivative of any constant is 0. Now, if you are here, you're not sure when you nga makabalik baka dire, right? Because of that constant. In fact, that's the reason why in differential equations, without boundary conditions, you have an infinite number of possible solutions, general solutions. But since wala naman ba DE, wala pa DE. But anyway, we will not go into DE that much. But I will just tell you that DE is about baliktad sa inyong differential calculus. In differential calculus, you are given the function and find its derivative or find its integration. In differential equation, you are given the derivative. You have to find the original function. And it's much more difficult. Okay? And in many cases, the equation becomes unbearable. Especially when we get into nonlinear systems. That's why there's differential equation itself is a field in mathematics. Okay? Mura na magna. Okay? Can you still relate sa akong magipangyaw-yaw? Wala akong mabuhat, sir. Oh. Oh, sige, sure. Oh. 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 Yes, actually. Pero that's a problem. Tanaw, when you take the anti-derivative, you get a plus C. The plus C, there is the missing constant. And you don't know that. So every time we differentiated from R to V to A, we're losing information. How do we obtain that information? And that's why we need data points. In order to obtain that information in replace of what we have lost, we need what we call data points. Unsa nang data points? Before we can use this equation, we must know first the exact condition of the system. It's impossible to describe things without knowing the exact condition. That would mean that this is what we call conditions, initial conditions, and final conditions, or more technically, these are called boundary conditions. The conditions at the boundary, meaning at the boundary of an interval where we're evaluating the differential equation. But okay, don't worry about the word differential equation. I will not be asking you to solve a differential equation. The thing about this one is that in basic physics, the differential equations are very elementary, that you don't need a training in differential equation to just solve them, as we will see here. Okay, now we're losing information, but we can have information by observing the system. That's why there must be an observation. And what is that observation? When you're testing the dynamics of the system, of course, you have to know where is it the moment you look at it, right? Tama? Kung wala ka kabalo, asa siya, would you even know? Right? You need to have those data points. The initial position, that means you need X naught, the initial position, or we can call this as R of t equals 0, right? This is an initial condition. And not only that, asa siya padulong. Right? Kabalo ka na asa diri, pero wala ka kabalo, asa siya padulong. And how fast? That means you need the velocity at t equals 0. This is actually V naught, the initial velocity. Okay? Now, once you know this, a glimpse, a snapshot of the condition, this is all you need to know in order to solve this equation. Because you have now you can now get that whatever is lost. So, okay? So, let's apply that one here. We have this equation. And meaning, our observation in time start with t equals 0. You can start with negative. Okay, but of course, it's just at t equals 0. Meaning, at t equals 0, x is at some x naught. At some position. And of course, it is moving, v is v naught. Okay? Meaning, the velocity at t equals 0 or v of 0 is v naught. It's moving there. If it's a vector, it's a vector. If this is a vector, then this is one is a vector. Okay? That means kung three-dimensional, kailangan tagtulo ka buok. Of course, you need to know the, tama? Okay? Now, once we know this, we can now solve this equation. We have this. I'll just use A, but this A is now constant. Because in general, di ba, anak ko that this is A of t. But this A right here is a constant. A is equal to dv over dt. What is that function that when you differentiate, it just becomes a constant? Clearly, that is a linear function, right? You can actually anti-differentiate this. dt equals dv. And you integrate. You integrate from time, the observation time, 0, when you observe the system, and to the time that you want to know asa siya. Right? Or that is any time t. And what is the velocity at this point in time? That would be v naught. Okay? And here, what is now the velocity at this time? Well, we don't know that. We can just say that's v. That's something. That's what we are trying to know. The velocity v at time t. Nakuha ninyo? Okay? And of course, it's easy to solve this. This is just at minus a times 0. Tama? Equals, this is integral of dv is v. So this is v minus v naught. Then we have our first equation. V equals v naught plus at. This is v of t, right? Okay? So we now have our first equation, the velocity. This is v of t. It's just in x. If you have in y, something in y, then maura gyapon. Okay? Nakuha? So sa inra, di ba? Is it difficult? No. No na lang, sir. Pero wala may lisod diri, di ba? It's very easy. Okay, even a baby boy Carabao can solve that. Grabe, sir. Okay. So, now, we now have our v of t. Well, it's not yet finished because what we want is x of t, right? We want x of t. So, but we have this equation. V of t is equal to dx over dt. Mo niya itong nakuha ganiya, right? Last meeting. Okay, so I don't need to explain this one. Well, of course, the same. That means that the integral of dx is equal to the integral of v of t dt. And again, our integration is in time, so we're integrating from 0 to t. And this is from, at 0, what is our condition? What is the position? That would be x naught. And at time t, what would be? That would just be x, right? We want to know that x. That's what we want to know at time t. So this is just the integral from 0 to t of, again, I hope, katong mga walay calculus pa, I hope that you already watched my 2 videos. Because there I discussed this one. Okay? Okay? So kamo, okay ra? Katong integral pod. Okay. So what is v of t? V of t is this, right? So this is v naught plus at dt. And now, what is the integral of this? This is v naught t plus 1/2 at squared, right? And what is the integral of this? That would be x minus x naught. That's why we have this. our second equation. This is now x of t, right? So x of t now is equal to x naught plus, and as we have seen, it is quadratic in x. Okay? Now, how many variables do we have now? We have x, v, and a, and t. To solve 4 variables, we need how many equations? We need 4. We only have 2. How do we know the other 2? Well, to derive the next 2 equations, we first use, this is a uniform acceleration. Katong last time na data, when we say uniform acceleration, meaning that velocity changes the velocity is increasing arithmetically, right? Tama? Arithmetically, you still remember arithmetic progression? The velocity is increasing arithmetically. This is a constant acceleration. So for things to have constant acceleration, your velocity must be increasing linearly, right? That means that if you plot, if this is now t versus v, you have this line. Initially, you are at, unsa ba ni siya? This is t naught, t1 to, t naught na lang, no? T naught to v. Okay? T naught to, what is the velocity at t naught? V naught. And what is this is time t, and the velocity here is v. Since, as we can see, x is the integral, meaning that the area of this below the curve is just x, right? That's what is meant by the integral, the Riemann integral. So we are going to do that. But since this is not a curve, we can just use geometry. How do we calculate? Okay, this is t naught t. This is v naught and v, right? So we'll partition the area of the rectangle, okay? The area of the rectangle is just what? That is, the height is v naught times t minus t naught. Or this is just actually delta t. Now, if t naught is 0, that becomes easier. That is just t. Right? Pero dili sana ko ibutang nga t equals 0. We'll just put it later. Okay? Here, we're talking about coordinate time. Okay, now, kanisha, what is now the area of a rectangle? 1/2 base times height. So the total area of this is this v naught times t minus t naught plus 1/2 base. What's the base? T minus t naught times height. What's the height? That's v minus v naught, right? V minus v naught. And this is equal to x, right? That is x. Or more accurately, that is x minus x naught, because that is the distance covered. Remember that this is x minus x naught, right? So we can just say that this is x minus x naught. So x minus x naught now becomes, okay, this is v naught t minus v naught t naught plus, okay, this one right here is bt, sabi ni, bt minus v naught t minus vt naught plus v naught t naught. Tama? Okay, so this becomes now 1/2 vt minus 1/2 v naught t minus 1/2 v t naught plus 1/2 v naught t naught. Now, this one is the same. So, you have now minus 1/2 v naught t naught, right? And then this minus this, right? 1 minus 1/2. So, this is 1/2 v naught t. And then, dire, ang nabilin kay, wala na ni, no? O, wala na ni. Ay, nawala na ni. So this one, right? We can factor out v. Tama? So this is plus 1/2 v t minus... Oh, wait. You can... asa ka dito? Kani og... Kani, right? 1/2 v t minus t naught. But here, this is 1/2. Unsa ba ni siya? V naught t minus t naught plus 1/2 v t minus t naught. And, well, this just simplifies to v plus v naught over 2 times t minus t naught. Now, when we set t naught to be 0, this means that we have x minus x naught to be v plus v naught over 2 times t. This is the third equation. It's just algebra. But what this one is what we call the average velocity. Okay? This is average velocity because we are assuming that it's ana dito. Okay? Okay ra? Don't be scared on this. Algebra na ni tanan. Okay? I'm sure, dili na problema sa inyong algebra, right? Oh. Okay? So we have that. And what's next? The fourth equation. The fourth, we have already 3, right? The fourth equation is using, okay, balik ta dito sa A is equal to dv over dt. Again, A is constant, right? But here's the thing. X moves. X is changing, right? The position is changing. Now, since the velocity is also changing with time, and the position changes with time, that means the velocity at this point is different from the velocity at this point. Tama? Right? Just like, for example, katong sa curve, the velocity at this point is that. The velocity at this point is this, right? They have different velocities. That means that we can also say that v is equal to vx. And this becomes now that v is an implicit function. It's a composite function. It's a function of x, but x is a function of time. Tama? And we can now apply this to this one. Okay? How do we differentiate a function that take the derivative of a function that is composite? What is that in calculus? Oh, the differentiation of a composite function. That's the chain rule. So dv over dt, if v is a function of x and x is a function of t, dv over dt is just dv over dx times dx over dt. But what is dx over dt? This is dv over dx, or a now is equal to dv over dx. What's dx over dt? That's v, right? And since this is a constant right here, we can, this is not, okay? Atong dx, atong ano, so we have now a dx equals v dv. Again, we are integrating, asa nag-integrate dire? In x. So this is, at x naught, the velocity is v naught. At x naught, the velocity is v naught. At some v, the velocity must be x. Now, when you integrate this, this is a times x minus x naught. And this one right here, v is 1/2 v squared, right? So this is now 1/2 v squared minus 1/2 v naught squared. We substitute the limit. From here, we obtain our fourth equation. 2ax minus x naught equals v squared minus v naught squared. And you can find this in books, but derived differently. Okay? Now, this integration is assuming that a is constant. Because if a is not constant, meaning that a is also a function of x, this integral is not the same as this. What's x minus x naught? That is the distance covered or the displacement. Not the distance covered, but the displacement. Okay? So we now have our 4 equations. What's our 4 equations? That would be, first one is, so to, v is equal to, atong i-arrange na lang, x of t equals, or x minus x naught equals v naught t plus 1/2 a t squared. That is the first. The second one is x minus x naught equals v plus v naught over 2 times time. Here we're talking about t here becomes an elapsed time, ha? We are assuming the t naught is 0. Because if t naught is not 0, this is t minus t naught and this is t minus t naught. Okay? Meaning that this is an elapsed time. Okay? But then, the elapsed time becomes the same with coordinate time when we start at 0. So, para walay problema, we start at 0. There's no reason to start anywhere. Okay? And the next one is v is equal to v naught plus at. And the fourth one is 2a x minus x naught equals v squared minus v naught squared. These are the 4 kinematic equations. But this is only true if our acceleration is constant. We call this a constantly accelerating motion or uniform accelerated motion. Okay? Nakuha? Now, I derived to you everything. Unlike mga sa uban other books that they plug in this without giving asa sa gikan. But I showed to you, asa tagikan sa F equals MA. And from F equals MA, we have the data points, we take the assumption that A is constant and solve the differential equation and we arrive at this one. Isn't this powerful? Okay, that's very powerful. Okay? Sabtan? Okay, this is actually knowing things in the future. Now, okay, let's have this as an example. Kamu na isulat, Big. Kapit akong sulat dire. Ay, para sa atong subscribers, isulat na ako dire. Kaya basing reklamo sila. Okay. Okay, di ko ganahan mong good, be. Saan na ito, ne? A force of 10, a force of 100 newtons is applied constantly to a particle of 20 kilogram mass which is initially at rest. Okay? Initially at rest. Okay? So, if this is initially at rest, okay, which is initially at rest. B. Okay, A. How far will the particle? So, kaning at time, application na siya, di ba? Solving na ta. Okay? Di na ta derivation. Okay? How far will the particle go in 10 seconds? B is when the particle has traveled a distance of 20 meters. How fast is it moving? Okay? So as you can see, this now becomes very easy when you derive things. Okay, when you derive things, as we derive things, we are trying to understand unsay mga conditions, unsa to siya. Pag abot sa application, dali na lang kayo na siya. Because we're get used to, we have already known what those variables are. Okay? And C, okay. C would be so B. When the okay, how long until how long until the particle achieves a velocity of 20 meters per second. Okay, let's answer this one. What's a given? The given is, of course, you have the mass equals 20 kilograms. You have the force equals 100 newtons. And V naught is equal to 0, right? And what else are given? Okay, for letter A, there's additional given. T equals 10 seconds. Now, you need to have, every equation has 4 unknowns. You need to have 3 in order to solve, right? So, how many do we have? 1 and 2. Asa na ito kaon ni katulo? From the force. Because from the force, we can get the acceleration. By the way, what is this F and M? F and M are what we call dynamical, these are variables in dynamics. X, V, T, acceleration, these are kinematic states. Ako, kinematics. So, kinematic variables, katong ni-appear lang diri, right? We have 3. Now, sa ato ang kinematic variables, we only have 2, right? But we can get the acceleration from this one. So, from here, acceleration is 100 divided by 20. We have now 5 meters per second squared. Sakto ba? Now, we are asked for how far. So, X equals unknown. Well, we have V naught, A, and T. Which equation can we use? This one. Right? Tama? X at time T. So, X now, X minus X naught, we are assuming X naught to be 0. Wala man nag-isulti dira. So, that doesn't matter. So, we'll just use X naught to be 0. Or just, this is X minus X naught. We can just say that this is D, right? So, this is just D. Okay, let's just use this D. Or X na lang, good. X equals V naught plus 1 half AT. So, V naught is 0, tama? So, this is just 1 half A. So, 5 times T squared. 100. This is 50 times 5. 250 meters. In 10 seconds, it will cover a distance of... So, this is knowing exactly, di ba? Okay? And how about letter B? Nasabda ni siya? Okay, mag-quiz man ta sa Wednesday. Anyway, i-upload na ako ni siya. So, you have to watch. And maghatag og 4 ka question, 2 ka book derivation, 2 ka book application. Okay? Okay, next is, when the particle has traveled a distance, so meaning X is X minus X naught. This is X minus X naught, right? So, X minus or just X. Because X naught is 0, 20 meters. How fast is it moving? We are asked for the velocity. Again, what is our given? Still A is equal to 5, right? O sa pay, kuan, napa, wala na. Well, B naught is given, right? So, tulo. So, natay X, A, B naught, unsa atong magamit nga equation? That would be the fourth, right? Tama? And we are asked for the final velocity. So, since this is 0, so B, this is just equal to the square root of 2 times A, 5 times what is X? X minus X naught. That is just 20, tama? Minus B naught squared, 0. So, minus 0. So, that is just 20 times 2, 40 times 5, 200. Square root of 200, right? So, this is square root of 200. This is 10 square root of 2 meters per second, right? Sakto ba? Tama? 10 square root of 2. Okay? Meters per second. So, nakuha. Sayon ra, no? Actually, sayon ra, kay nagsugod man ta sa lisod. Sa katong grabe kalalong nga concept. Lali man kag nisalom mo. Diba? Nisalom ta sa atong mga ano? Okay? So, pag musalo mo sa lalom, pag abot sa surface, sayon na lang na. Because the surface is just special cases. Boring. That's why mo nagingon nga, for a physicist, ang kanidaw mga, pag abot na sa kaning mga kaniganing numbers na, boring. How about letter C? Letter C. Okay na ni-erase? Letter C. How long until, o sa maning how long? Time, no? Dili na X ha, sir. How long manggod? So, sa kataas. No, it's about time. Okay? How long until the particle? So, if you are being asked for time, what are the additional given? Of course, we still have our A to be 20, pila to? 5. And we still have our V naught to be 0. Okay, wala pa man gi-change ang ano no, condition. Wala may gisulti. How long until the particle achieve a velocity? So, we are asked the velocity, the final velocity, right? And this is 20 meters per second. Which equation can we use? A, V naught, V. This is, kane. So, T now is as equal to V minus V naught over A. So, this is 20 minus 0 over 5. That would be, pila? 4 seconds. And that's the answer. So, sayon ra, right? All you have to do is plot that one, find the given. So, mechanistic na kayo. But, pwede man ako ni class ihatag kani diretso sa inyo ha. Pwede na siya. Maunang mostly ginabuhat. And then, dire. Pero ginahimo tamong robot, ginaprogram tamo. Pag-ani mo buhaton ha. Asa ang common sense diha? Education is not about that. Okay? It's not training you. It's not only giving you skills. It's actually, education is about teaching your mind how to think. So this now would look a lot very easy when you have gone to the, di ba, di misalom ta. Sunod mo salom pagid ta na pod. Okay, kaya na pa man mas nindot pagid, mas exciting ang mga systems. Okay? So nakuha. Okay. So I think klaro ra man ni no. I-upload na ko ni, tanawa rin ninyo balik. Okay, para ma-review mo. And including sa katong mga walay calculus sa nawa dito ninyo, ha? Nana ba tayo GC? Nana tayo GC? Wala pa. Nana? Wala lagi kita lagi. Nana? Okay, maghatag ko dito og link sa video nga inyohang playlist, good. Nakuha?